Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTaker. In this video, I'll try to talk about the iQOO 3 device. Is it worth to buy this phone right now or not? The main reason why I'm doing this kind of video on this phone is because right now the iQOO 3 is available for about 21,990. Yes, this is the exact price right now you can actually get on this iQOO 3. And that is a question which a lot of you are actually having this kind of doubt that should they buy this phone right now in the 2021 or not after 1 year of getting phone got launched. So that is a review which I'm going to discuss in this video, and I'll try to cover each and every topic, why, in which topic it's the kind of really good and in which topic I'm not that convinced in the 2021. These are the few things which I'll definitely talk in this video, friends. So first thing is about the performance. The main thing, iQOO 3 has got the Snapdragon 865 processor. So with this Snapdragon 865 processor, along with that you do get the UFS storage 3.1 and LPDDR5 RAM type. So in terms of the performance wise, the phone will not disappoint you at all. Doesn't matter how much heavy task you throw this phone, still the phone was able to perform really good. And UFS 3.1 and LPDDR5 RAM type, as you can see clearly. So in terms of if you want to know about the under benchmark score, the phone did score actually close to the Snapdragon 870 and sometimes even more than the Dimensity 1200, which is more than my I think Realme X1 Max device. Even more than the OnePlus Nord 2 and Poco F3 GT. I'm going to show you friends the under benchmark score how much I got, 6,81,000. This is as much as close to the Snapdragon 870 chipset. So in terms of the performance wise, this is one of the best you are getting in this price range. So this phone will never disappoint you at all. Even in the CPU throttling test as well, the performance was able to maintain really very stable. Very stable friends, same like the Snapdragon 870. So you should not have any kind of issues. As you can see, look at the throttling, there is nothing throttling at all detected. I cannot even see, not even a single time I did see any kind of red color in terms of the throttling in this phone, in the iQOO 3 device. So you cannot experience any kind of throttling problems, any kind of performance letdowns in this Snapdragon 870, and that's the one thing which I did like in this phone. And we do know some of the games are not that optimized, because of the display. Next thing is about the display, friends. In the performance segments, 100%, I'm really happy with this phone. So the Snapdragon 865, I did use a couple of other phones, for example, OnePlus 80 as well. I do have the Snapdragon 870. So in my experience, I'm really very much happy with this phone, with the Snapdragon 865. So for this price, 22,000, it's really worth for the processor. And for the performance, I'm 100% I'm giving the points. Next is regarding the display. So what about the display technology? What type of display they are trying to use? It's about the 6.44 inches screen size and E3 Super AMOLED screen. So E3 type of screen, and the phone has got the 1800 nits of brightness and with the 180 Hz touch sampling rate. So the phone has only 180 Hz touch sampling rate, but there is no high refresh rate in this device. That's the only one letdown for this phone in case if you want high refresh rate displays. So no, I think few of the people, not all the people enjoy the high refresh rate, but still in the 2020, it became a common thing that any phone which is above the price range of 20,000, it should have the higher refresh rate. That's the one thing which is letting down in terms of the display. But overall, the display quality and everything feels really premium, so you should not have any kind of issues. There is not much green tint issue going. So colors are really bright and very crisp, as you can see the brightness and viewing angle. So you should not have any kind of issues while watching the videos, nothing at all. And we do have the punch hole on the left side, on the right side on the phone. That's the one small punch hole which is very tiny, which is not a big one as well, which is very tiny. So in terms of the display, you should not have any kind of issues. And touch sampling rate is about close to 180 Hz touch sampling rate. That's another one more thing which I thought of just mentioning in terms of touch sampling rate right now. And in terms of display, not that convinced. So regarding the high refresh rate. So next, regarding the camera as well, the camera of this phone has got not that latest megapixel camera, latest sensors. That's another thing. But still the phone has got quad camera setup. So 48 megapixel plus 13 megapixel tele zoom lens and 13 megapixel super wide lens and 2 megapixel bokeh camera as well. So camera has got really good all the configurations and everything. In the 2021, I would say out of 5, maybe I'll give the rating up to close to 3.5 to 4 star in terms of the camera quality and everything, all the details. And let me show you a couple of outdoor shots which are taken in this phone, which looks really good in terms of zooming capabilities and everything. As you can see, friends, outdoor shots which are taken in this phone, wide angle shot and normal shot. And I'm trying to do the zooming capabilities test as well in this phone. You can see the zooming capabilities, how much it is. So in terms of the camera, I would say as an average quality of the camera as well. So macro camera lens and everything, you can see the front camera sample as well. So in that camera, I would say kind of okay. For this kind of price, it's a decent price you're getting and decent camera specifications as well. Next, about the battery and the charging speeds. The phone takes about close to 50 minutes of charging speed, and batteries are 4440 mAh of battery. So it should be easily lasting for you about close to 1.5 days without any kind of issues. There should not be much problem in this iQOO 3 in terms of the battery life. Because of small screen and less refresh rate, so the battery will be coming a long time. Yes, that's a kind of one thing advantage. And 50 minutes of charging speed it can take in the iQOO 3 device while using the flash charge. Next is regarding the connectivity. So connectivity wise and screen on time, you can expect kind of close to 6 hours of screen on time can be possible. So battery life also kind of okay, I would say friends. Average battery life, not much, but still. So I was really satisfied with the performance main. So performance is a key thing, and battery and charging kind of okay. Camera is also kind of okay, but high refresh rate is another drawback. And not even connectivity wise, the 4G connectivity we are getting for this kind of price. For 22,000 rupees, you are getting 4G connection, not 5G one. That's a kind of another letdown, I would say, for this phone. In case if you want to pay for the 5G, you need to pay an extra money as well. That's another thing, but that's quite expensive. So if you want to sacrifice the 5G, you can definitely go for this, but still at this moment a lot of people are actually preferring the more bands phone. That's another thing. So Wi-Fi and the 4G plus connection, I didn't have any kind of issues with this phone. Not many problems. And next is regarding the build quality. So build quality wise, we do have the 3.5mm jack, and haptics is really stronger, and we do have the 4D haptic feedback. So which means using the press sensitive buttons, you can actually get the 4D haptic working fantastic in this phone. Yes. That's perfect, friends. When you're trying to play the games, I used to enjoy a lot of gameplay in this phone. Mainly, I did like the press sensitive triggers most of the time whenever I'm trying to play the game. That's the one thing. And speaker wise, we do have the only one single speaker in this phone. And phone feels also very heavy in terms of the build quality. I think kind of 220 grams, maybe close to that. I'm going to check the weight, so we can get to know the weight as well. And here's the weight. 216 grams. That's also another slightly kind of more when compared with the other phones. So I did use the press sensitive triggers, friends, which work fantastic, friends, in my opinion, I would say definitely. Even though it doesn't have any kind of physical trigger buttons, but still I did enjoy using these press sensitive buttons. It was able to perform really good. As you can see the press sensitive button, how sensitive it is. So clearly the build quality wise, it's very perfect, strong and solid build quality, friends, very solid. Because of the screen size very small, you do feel really very heavy while you're trying to use the phone. That's the one thing which I can definitely say, that it feels very heavy as well. And regarding not having the 12 speaker setup, that's also one drawback at this point. And next is about the UI and software updates. And the software updates, I think maybe we might get one major Android update, I think so, in this phone, because we already got the Android 11, so maybe Android 12, but I'm not sure in terms of software updates exactly at this point. But UI, it is using the iQOO UI at this moment. iQOO UI, as you can see clearly, so which is installed in this iQOO 3 device at this moment. And right now I'm running the updated to August security patch update. So right now it's September, but still I'm running August, not an issue. So regarding the price, final conclusion is that for this 22,000 rupees, you are getting perfect solid build quality mobile phone with the Snapdragon 865 processor. So if you don't care about high refresh rate, if you don't want 5G, then maybe this phone might be a solid answer for you. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to follow the playlist which I have created for the iQOO 3 device. And meanwhile, signing off. Bye.